Hello, everybody. So I'm going to do a little series here. It's going to be broke up over several different videos, but the whole goal is to answer questions that have been posed to us over the years, maybe frequently, maybe years ago, and answer them. It's one of the things that I believe education is the key to a lot of what we're working on. And so if I can answer these questions and put some of these concerns to bed, I'm all about that. So with that being said,
Welcome to Colonize the Ocean podcast, where we discuss oceanic colonization, exploration, and education with your hosts Adam Jewell and Brendan Traxler.
all right, here's a hard one for me. Is the question that gets asked a lot is, hey, you've been talking about this, where you at? Why don't you have anything to show for it? Um, you're right. We've been talking about it for years. This has been a vision of mine for 30 years. I came up with the idea back in high school. So it's something that's been in my mind for a long time. And never in a million years that I figured it was going to take this long to do or this hard to do. That being said, I am grateful that I didn't have the funding even 10 years ago with what I thought I knew then versus what I know now, having networked as heavily as I have with some of these people in the industry and talking to different people, redefining the designs and the engineering and the goals behind ASC. But to answer the question, where are we? I would like to think we're a whole lot further along than we have been a year, 2 years ago. We're always learning. We're always building relationships. The conversation I had with Fabian Cousteau last year was, hey, he's in the same, it's not necessarily the same boat because he's Fabian Cousteau, but finances. It all comes down to that. At the end of the day, it's the almighty dollar. And I'm not using it as an excuse, but it basically is where a lot of it comes down to. That's why we are working, as I speak, on looking at doing a scaled down version of the habitat to just show off what the intention are, some of the designs behind it, some of the engineering behind it. And we have something tangible that we can put on video and on film and on pictures to show that here's what ASC is working at doing and what we're wanting to do. I believe that'll bring some more credibility to what we're trying to do. Because it's easy to have pictures and it's easy to talk. And when a lot of people have done that, a lot of people continue to do that. And so that's kind of where we're at with that. We're always looking at partnering up. I have calls regularly with different people around the world that are working on similar projects that we just hash out ideas and talk together because we're all in the same boat. It's a huge ocean out there, and there's plenty of water for us to all be building underwater habitats. So it's not a competition per se. I believe that it may take one of us to be the first ones to do it to open the news up to, hey, maybe I do need an underwater habitat. And then they can start looking and hey, ASC's been out there talking about this for years. So I think we have that going for us. Plus, I believe that our designs are modular, which is, I think, insanely important. And we're poised at a 1 atmosphere habitat, unlike saturation diving. So I'm not trying to get off on the soapbox here about why I think we're better. I definitely think we have some stuff going for us. That being said, it is all about finding those investors and finding those partners. And at this point in time, there's nothing on the table. If somebody came along and wanted to partner up, I would be all ears, as long as we coincide with our views and our beliefs. And that sometimes seems to be an issue in this niche that we're in.